I'll bring up another topic. The Eldridge, USS Eldridge, probably some magnetic field structures were used, and probably it was brought out more into hmm, some fiction there because um, my benchmark as HMCS Columbia never had a Stelex upgrade, and it did have a massive coil system, coil room, which I got pictures of, as well as coils around, and the ship itself hot spots, void spaces with coils in it. Had very exotic stuff I never seen before and haven't seen it since, such as a special radar stuff, as well as hold on, I'm trying to remember something. I just remembered it. Phase inverters, magnetic amplifiers, and that kind of stuff, but very big. Plus generators, and the coil room itself. Well, good theory. We'll get there. Thank you. That's you in there. You're such a good boy. Just take it easy. We're sitting in an area where the air conditioning is above us. You go over there, AVO. Go on, move your little ass. So, phase inverters. It was a huge project. Taking that ship apart because so many intricate pieces and parts that were heavy and that kind of thing. Sandwich shaped coils and magnets inside of a big cylinder. Took that out. I don't know if I had. Anyway, that was part of the sonar and relationship to um, creating these magnetic fields, which is to deflect mines, actually. Alrighty, that's you in there. Reflect mines, detect mines, and that kind of stuff. The equipment, I have some of it here, actually, because they used it in a TV show, X Files. Dodcom and Endgame. Check it out on YouTube. They did a good job of it too. When they're filming, it had to be quiet, so I sort of went up the superstructure and just hung out with my pipe, smoking my pipe, and had a camera that Hathaway gave me, and like filmed some stuff. But yeah, so Eldridge. Then it was an interest to a friend of mine, Ron Mililoni, BAE Energy Systems, defense contractor, and I communicated quite a bit, and he sent me samples to test out and see what I could do with them. I don't know if I probably send them back to him. Okay, that's when was that? Oh, 2000 and something, I suppose. Because it was a very active time for me, and this is brought up on KSLX LA radio. You can check that whole radio program out. As a producer, we're talking about it, and we're going to do a TV show, 13 episodes. Ron and I are going to do the Philadelphia reproduction experiment, and a 4 foot long metal boat. And I was doing previous stuff with a foot long boat, which is on video actually. And it's weird stuff. When you hit it with RF and that kind of stuff and electrostatics, you got weird stuff happening with water. It was filmed by Dr. Ludwig and many others over that time frame. So, but yeah, to reproduce that is fairly easy. You got to be careful though because it gets hot. Things get hot when you use microwaves and pulsed out magnetic fields and direct current, high voltage, and that kind of stuff. So that was a good time frame, 2000 on up, because everything is reproducible, and meaning you just turn it on and weird stuff happens. It did take a toll on the building and the neighbors, of course. She's pissed off the fire marshal and the mayor of New Westminster, who got complaints, endless complaints, about the weird stuff around New Westminster. You can check it out. I got all the papers and all the support groups for telling the city to lay off and They called in engineers, they called in fire marshals, and structural analysis. I have all that stuff in papers. And some of it's on the main media, but yeah, so that was interesting, the ship time. 5 years I had with 4 warships. I loved every minute of it. Because I'm into basically vintage stuff, right? Right. As you can see behind me. No, I'm not going to go around solid stating stuff. I'm not a scientist. I keep saying that. I'm not an inventor, okay? I just know there's stuff that happened a long time ago, and it's fun to try and capture that, right, EVL? I don't know. Some of the DESI documents I read in Germany, the red paper DESI papers, different thicknesses, stacks them that long, you know. Gottfried Hilscher lent them to me for a couple of weeks. I think it was a month. He was a science editor, I believe, or something like that. But he said, "Don't tell anybody." So now I'm telling you. I guess it doesn't matter. But they explain the field effects, particles effect, all kinds of cool stuff. And there was a student who visited me briefly and wanted to write up a report. He had some stuff from Max Planck and Dr. Amann from his stuff in Berlin, which I gave him copies of at the time in Germany. He wrote up a report. I have it. Still have it somewhere laying around here. Shows different field mechanics and different positions of things and atoms and atomic stuff, subatomic particles, mathematics, which actually probably Matthew could probably translate that, I guess. He's the guy that's uploading my videos that nobody's ever seen before. Yeah, this is a cool spot. You got the air conditioner up there. The cold air comes down, rolls in here. EVO is kind of relaxed now because it's kind of hot out. I think it's around in the 90s. It feels like it. Just sitting here talking about Blue Streak. I took iPad apart, cleaned the camera section of the whole face of the thing. It's kind of showing off very bad videos of stuff that's not that good, really. So, that's nice and cool, right, EVO? He's got thick fur coat, so. Anyway, so I covered 2 videos. Pre-Hathaway stuff. The Philadelphia thing. Experiment, which actually, Sarco Incorporated back east offered me something that was on the ship Eldridge, and he didn't own it, but somebody else was trying to sell it through Sarco. They contacted me and said, I don't take any responsibility what this guy claims. He sent me all the pictures of it, and I said no. It's too much. Maybe $50, but not 5,000. It's like that with a lot of people I know. It's just no. So I got the pictures of it with the documentation with it. Came off Eldridge at the proper dates and everything. So that's what happens, That because people send stuff to me by email, and if you go looking in vintage emails, you find all these photographs taken. So it's not. I probably uploaded it somewhere, but at least I have the photographs that people send all the time, going way back to 2005. I just let them pile up, emails over time. Well, Donald Trump's emails going back to 2000 or 2018. Hundreds of them. With this funny little statements, like, oh, yeah. I don't know what email address they use for all this stuff, but it's interesting. But anyway, Got all the photographs, all the emails. So, and I used to put them in categories, like let them sit in there. Ooh, we got dust down here, EVO. Anyway, what am I leaning against? The power supply, I think. But yeah, oh well. Well, that's some history I want to cover. Okay, because I got some comments. Let's see. You look how good you look now, EVO. You don't look so bleached out. You see? That's you. We're both sitting cool. Yeah, sitting cool. So what else is there to talk about? Well, I was doing RF sensitivity tests yesterday. Transmitters and that kind of thing. Other than that, it's not too busy today. It's warm. I kind of felt, kind of like, not that interested, you know. But, no, not that interested. That's a good spot. The lighting looks good, I think. Yeah. Yeah, not bad, because the lighting will screw you up. This is pretty good. It's cleaner, too. I didn't realize how dirty this thing was. So it cleans the lens on the back and on the front. Oh, it's pretty gruesome. Yeah, that's the lighting that makes you look kind of weirded out. Okay, well, if you want history on stuff, let me know on anything that's... You know, this lighting makes it look kind of screwed up, right? Yeah. Shadows and kind of make you look kind of messed up. Oh well. Smile, John, you idiot. You're on candid camera. That'd be funny to do. What's this thing? Oh, piece of sandpaper. Next to me is a generator. Big fella. I watched a cool video today before I came over here. It was on the radio room of the RMS Titanic. In those days, they used spark gap continuous wave transmissions. Got up to 1,000 miles. Carpathia, they got contacted. So it's amazing that kind of technology, which I'm very familiar with. I used to have a lot of that old turn of the century stuff. I got pictures of it too. It was, let's see who gave me that stuff. It was Mr. Antonio. Yeah, Paul Antonio. Big fan. He cleaned out the Banfield Creek telegraph station in Canada. Came with a truckload of this old stuff. Some of it's going back to 1880s, like beautiful galvanometers and resistant bridges. All brass and bakelite. No, it came with a full load of logbooks. What the hell did I do with it? Oh, I've tried to sell it to an auction house. But said, well, yeah, shipping it here, blah, blah, blah. You might get something. We don't know. I'm trying to remember what happened. I think I gave it away, basically. I don't have any... All I have is photographs of it. I took a lot of photographs of it. Not anyway. It comes and goes, you know, what the hell. It's all just stuff. This is stuff, isn't it? So, rebuilding, always rebuilding something, or it keeps me out of trouble. And I learned a lot from doing this rebuilding. How many people do you know who took apart an M90 millimeter anti-aircraft gun safely? Who else do you know took apart a 3-inch 50 dual-mounted cannon, autocannon, or a 3-inch 70 autocannon water-cooled barrels? Huh? I didn't use magnets and wires, or strings as you call it. Whoever likes to say that all the time. No, I enjoyed that and I'd do it all again. It was 4 warships. Columbia had a mortar bay, and I took apart some of that stuff. The next ship, Mackenzie, Columbia, Saskatchewan, and Yukon don't have history. Radar sets, oh yeah, lots of those. Radio gear, lots of that. So my thing was flipping around and getting the radio gear, the exotic stuff, the transmitters, the countermeasures, which I still have here, some of it. Countermeasures. So, you know, I'm in short shorts. Wink, wink. Short shorts. Climbing a superstructure in a hot day, taking apart all these countermeasure antennas. I remember the project manager saying the safety supervisor for Canada would have a heart attack if he saw me up there. But we won't tell anybody, so I did all kinds of crazy things. I made sure it was always tied in. Plus all my tools had small ropes on them, so if I dropped something, it would only go so far, and I'd go back up. And that was a tough one. One of them was pretty tough. Took me quite a while to get it, but you know, oh, well, I'll be here tomorrow. And then I'd walk a mile up, straight up a hill. 6th Street, was it, or 5th Street or something, to my apartment. And, sorry, EVO, to scare you, and what I had in a 400 square foot apartment was 24 tons. As I measured, because the ship some of that to Germany. They bought it, I got tired of it, you know, said, oh, screw all this nonsense, and sold it off, kept some, went to Minnesota. It's here now, but yeah, I gotta watch myself for getting fed up with stuff and just getting rid of it or selling it. I learned to sort of relax and forget about it for a while and come back to it, right? Right. Because it's interesting. In the last few days, not that interested in it, you know, just, Really, I'm not kidding. You go, I'll get around to it someday. I'm building this generating system. So, the director here is on the floor, Mr. EVO. He gets interesting stuff I'm doing, don't you, little squirt? Oh, Mr. EVO is so funny. Today, though, I did something, but I thought, just take a break, you know, and go lay around and play tiddlywinks. Ooh. I didn't notice that. What? Releases? Oh, I know what that is. RF generator. RF amplifier, sorry. How many of the things I got? I got one behind me, I think. Yeah, I do. Oh, that's a power supply. Let's take a look. Yeah. Whether it works or not, we'll see. That'll be part. I got space down here. Oh, what do we got here? Ah. Piece of metal. I found a lot down here. I found some. Oh, that's interesting. A bunch of test samples, which I give them away to somebody back east. Electron microscope. I took it all apart. I had a little corner in there. Thanks through in here. With samples. Looks like rhodium and gold metal, I think. I don't know. Where was that? Oh, here we are. Compartment. Oops, found something already. Piece of wire. Got a dusty in there. Oh. Something else up there in top, but this is a transmitter. A very heavy, small thing. This is another transmitter, an unusual, one-of-a-kind item. It's got a huge block at the back of it. It's very heavy. Should I read it out? Yeah. Receiver. Exciter. Yeah, I got a bunch of these funny things. Oh, here we have another RF pump supply. Kind of going around here. Okay, well, let's get going, EVO. Doing some work, sorting machine tool parts, that kind of thing. But let's see how long these videos are. This one is 26. It's gonna be the long videos, boring videos like usual. But oh, screw it, you know. It's okay. 3 topics, I guess I should talk about, but one answering a question, you know, they're just sort of pre-associated and start talking about them. This part here, I should cut this. Yeah, maybe cut this off. I think I gotta block stuff here. Easy cut off. We'll do that some other time, but to get going, I suppose. Oh, over and out. Little Johnny Cupcake says, until next time.